And 1-1 draw versus Bearsted. Just talk us through your thoughts on the game.
I thought we were slow out the traps. So normally the last few weeks we've been starting fast, but I thought today we were slow and we got punished for it. They scored in like the first minute. Brilliant header from the lad, but the lad's heads didn't drop. I feel like even before their goal, we had a chance, and then we had chances and chances, but we just wasn't able to punish them. And then obviously they went down to 10 men. We had full control. We even scored, and obviously Tyrone unfortunately gets sent off, and then it gets 10v10. A bit of a basketball game. It was lots, especially last 10, back and forth, back and forth. But I feel like we had enough opportunities, to win the game. Unfortunately, we didn't take them, so we'll just have to settle for the point.
Like you said, both teams did end up with a red card. What's that like as well? Having the other team got a red card and then obviously Ty got sent off. What's that like?
Yeah, so obviously the other team, when they got, a red card, gave us that little, urgency, they're up against 10 men, that little confidence, that we can actually get something from it. We worked the ball well down to Kez, crosses it. Michael's up on 2-2, good finish from Michael. And obviously, we let ourselves down a bit. I thought that was an avoidable situation, but in football, things happen. You just got to get on with it. Ty gets sent off. It's 10v10. Even though it was 10v10, I still feel like even after Ty got sent off, he was still in control. We were still doing the things we was doing when we had the man up. We was moving the ball, creating chances. We was keeping it tight at the back. Wasn't give them anything, but unfortunately, we just couldn't find the winner.
Would you say in the second half there was more of an urgency because it looked like in the first half there wasn't as much, but in the second half it looked like there was more? What from AJ at half time?
Yeah, AJ, he gave us a rocket up our arse. He told us, that, we need to do things quicker. We need to get tighter to our men. I feel like first off, it was 2 yards off, giving them time to do what they want. He wasn't getting in their faces. He wasn't tying off. He wasn't being aggressive. He wasn't winning our duels, winning our tackles. Second half, he said to us at half time, we need to win our duels, win our tackles, be aggressive. Don't give them space, because anybody can do stuff when they have time on the ball. The real players are players that can do something that have pressure, but it's hard to do something with pressure. So all we had to do was make it hard for them. We made it hard for them second half, but unfortunately, we didn't have the goal to show our efforts.
Would you say a draw was undeserved for us and a win would have been more deserved?
I feel like with all the chances, to not score a goal in that second half, we know ourselves we should be better. All the chances we got lots of 4v2s, 3v2s, lots of good situations. We had lots of entry in their boxes. And the fact that we didn't punish them, the lads will know. The lads know deep down that we should have won the game and they should have taken their chances.
Amazing. Lastly, just want to talk about your clearance off the line. It's 1-1, there's about 30 seconds to go. The guy goes round, and then we see you from nowhere come sliding. Just talk us through that and what was going through your head.
Yeah, so I feel like we even just missed an opportunity there, and obviously we committed men forward. So when we committed men forward, that means we'll have less at the back. So they've sensed that we've committed men forward, so they've played quickly, broken through our midfield. Obviously the strikers dropped deep. I had to follow him, and then they've slipped it through. I'm about literally 40 yards out. I just put my head down, run, because it's the last 30 seconds. I'm the type of player that I give my all for the team, no matter what condition I'm in. I run, I get there, I see him past Isaac, and I just put my head down, make myself as big as possible, and thankfully I got my body behind the ball and managed to make the block. And that could have been 3 points lost, but we'll take the point, and that's the difference.
Brilliant. Unlucky today, you're man of the match.
Thank you so much.